Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about storytelling. Storytelling is very, very important now and before, but especially if you're focusing on digital marketing and social media. In branding, not all stories are created equal. Some fall flat while others build communities that last a lifetime. Let's start with what bad storytelling looks like. These campaigns focus only on features, just features, no feelings. There's no narrative, no identity, and no emotional hook. What do we mean by that? Let's check out this ad, for instance. This is where many tech companies and tech brands go wrong. Listing specs might grab attention, but it doesn't build connection, it's just noise. The problem? These ads ignore the why behind the product. There's no story to it. You're not making the audience curious or intrigued. How does it improve the customer's life? There's no persona, no pain point, no journey. Results for these types of ads? These often blend into every other tech ad and fail to stand out unless you're already comparing specs. So, what do we take from this? Features don't inspire, stories do. I'll give another example. You've probably seen the Pepsi Kendall Jenner ad. This is another example how Pepsi failed to research and understand who their intended target audience was. Who was this ad targeting? It seems nobody liked it. They did not read the room, basically, as they say when it came down to the timing as well. When the US was facing a toxic social environment, Pepsi's ad came out as blatantly inconsiderate, and it was a major flop. It had to be pulled. So put yourself in, read the room. Know what your pain points, your target audience's pain points are, and build the story around it. Don't just build features and, okay, this is it. Intrigue them, communicate with them. Just like in any movie or novel that you're reading, there's a beginning and intro, then there's a climax, and then there's the conclusion. So people, even online now, even on social media, when they see a reel or a post, the reason why they'll stop scrolling is because of the way you hook them in the first 3 seconds, and you get them to be curious and involved in the story. Now let's look at the opposite of bad storytelling and look at good storytelling. And I'll give real examples of how you can implement them. It will give you an idea so you can actually use it when you're creating your own brand identity, when you're creating your posts, when you're creating your reels. Now let's look at campaigns that nail storytelling. These brands create emotional resonance. They don't just sell a product, they invite you to be part of something. Basically, you're making a client part of your journey, that they believe that they're actually within the story, just like a child. When they're reading a novel, they like, even till now, we feel like we're in La La Land as we're reading, that we travel to that time. So put it that way. Let's look for an example. I'll say Nike. You remember that Nike commercial? It was an ad even on YouTube. You can't stop us. Basically, it was an on-screen text that came up. The theme: unity through adversity. The result: viral success and emotional connection. Why did it work that well? Nike's ad isn't about shoes. You'd be surprised because Nike is about shoes, but the ad itself wasn't about shoes. It's about pushing boundaries and persevering. It tells a human story, not a commercial one. So the narrative was, it's not about shoes. It's about resilience, unity, and perseverance. Tying into Nike's core brand, empowering athletes of all levels. The result? Viral impact, millions of shares, and deep emotional resonance. So, what do we get from this in conclusion? Great storytelling builds a movement, not just a moment. Another great example, Airbnb. With their campaign, their ad campaign that came out was made possible by hosts. Airbnb at that moment shifted the narrative from basically properties to people. It's not about where you stay, it's about the memories you create. The campaign, instead of showing homes, Airbnb tells real stories of hosts and guests, reunions, healing trips, post-lockdown escapes. It was great during COVID. The narrative, travel is more than a place. It's about connection. The ads shift focus from product listings to shared humanity. Result, massive uptick in bookings and brand affinity, especially post-pandemic. So what do we take from this lesson? Tell real people's stories, not just your own. Connect with them. Be empathetic, even if it's a funny story. Make that connection. Who remembers Dove commercial that came out, Real Beauty? Every other commercial that you've seen, it was always about the beauty aspect of what the makeup industry or the cream, lotion, manicure, pedicure. It was all how to become beautiful. But Dove flipped the beauty standards on their head by highlighting real people. Their story spoke to millions, sparking a movement around self-acceptance. The campaign, Dove chose to celebrate natural, diverse beauty, showcasing real women with no Photoshop and authentic voices. So it relates to the common person, the average person. So what's the narrative? Basically, it challenged the beauty industry's toxic standards, offering a story of empowerment and self-worth, similar to Nike's. The result? Many years, I think over 15 years of brand loyalty, high engagement, and thought leadership in the body positivity space. So what's the lesson here? When your brand story aligns with your customer's identity and values, you don't just win sales, you win hearts. And that's for a lifetime. So to wrap it up, what makes great storytelling? Relatable, make it relatable to people, on-screen text that catches the eye, shared values, emotional connection, consistent voice. Great storytelling doesn't just inform, it inspires. It makes your audience feel like they belong. And that's how brands go from forgettable to unforgettable. And it could be in an instant. Hope you like this video. Please like, share, subscribe, and share with someone who may need it. And look forward to seeing you. And stay tuned for more videos to come.